more compost because those holes are really, really big for those 25 gallons. So we came back here and check out my truck now. It's loaded down. But we got a full truckload. You guys definitely got to check out this place. I also got a pound of worms, and I got some fresh homemade worm castings. So those are going to be the topping. It's going to be the topping for all these plants because I didn't get a lot of worm castings. I did get some worms, and we're going to put it in some of those blueberry pots. But heading back to finish up the holes and get all those trees planted. So I'll check back with you guys in just a little bit. Now that's a lot of compost. That's a nice amount. So now we got to get to digging. Now we're in the front yard and we got the hole dug. It's nice and square, as you can see. So we're going to measure the pot and make sure that this is going to be deep enough and see how much compost we have to add to the bottom. But before I do that, I'm going to cut out this berm here around the edge so we got a nice little divot around the whole circle. So here it is, perfect hole. Dave Stone approved. Nice square, jagged hole, deep enough to throw some compost at the bottom underneath the pot, and a nice 3 to 4 inch berm sunk into the ground to make the level of the ground there and to load that up with the wood chips. Now this is specifically for an irrigated lot. However, I'm using this technique at Stonehaven and I'm not irrigated. So it's a good technique to get in the habit of doing, to give your fruit trees a nice start to their life, because it'll give them a lot of food for that whole first year. And you just need to do all the other stuff too, foliar feed and such, but it's exactly what you need to do. So we got a nice wheelbarrow full of compost now. We got some mycorrhiza and rock dust, and we're bringing in the poinciana. So there's a couple ways to do this. If you just try to pull it out of the pot, you could damage the roots, especially on a 15 or a 25 gallon pot. You don't really want to try to salvage the pot on a bigger tree. You want to put it in the hole like this, get the level right, put it in the hole, and then cut the pot, cut the bottom, a big ring around the bottom, pull the bottom out, and then we're going to slice it down the side and pull the side off, just so we don't damage the roots or hurt the tree. So we're going to need to measure this, just to see how much we got to put in the bottom. So we got 13 inches, we got 18 inches, nice. So we're going to load up the bottom of this hole with 5 inches of compost, and that should make it perfectly level with this inner ring. Put some mycorrhiza at the very bottom of the hole, activate it with water, and we're going to layer this in. Same goes for rock dust. This is azomite. And then we're going to throw some of this grass in the bottom to raise the level, because it won't grow if it's at the bottom. Do some more rock dust. A little more mycorrhiza. And now compost. Let's just dump it. Quarter. That's good. You want to shovel some? Let's measure it now, yeah. We're right there. Pretty much there, huh? 15?
14, yeah.
I think so. We could just scoot out a little bit.
Scoot around.
Yep. The cuts we're going to make are going to be around the bottom here, but I'm going to wait till I put it in the hole, and then we're going to cut all the way around the bottom and slice that, pull that ring out. So let's... And make sure you orient it properly now. Be careful when you're doing this, you don't cut your foot.
Or your finger.
Or your finger. Nice. Looks pretty straight.
Yeah, sure does.
Buffing this way.
Yeah.
Pretty good?
That's tipping, like just the top part is kind of the bottom looks good.
Good. All right, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful hole. Now what we're gonna do now, throw a little more rock dust at the bottom there, and also throw a little more mycorrhiza. And then we're gonna keep layering this with compost and rock dust and mycorrhiza. All right, there it is. We're gonna let that soak in, and we're gonna go get this 25-gallon in the hole. So I'm gonna bring you along for that one too. All right, this is also a professional hole, guys. I want you to see. We went a little bit further out on this berm, but that's okay. Super square hole. The roots are gonna love it. And there's the tree. It's a beautiful tree. Look at the trunk on this thing. Oh yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna get at it again here. I think this time we'll layer it with some native soil also. We didn't do it in the other hole, but it's just nice to give it a couple layers of the minerals in the soil. All right, so now that we got done planting these trees, we soaked it. Now we're gonna let it sit, and then only things left to do now is top it off with some worm castings, and then add the wood chips. We're also gonna haul some of this dirt away out of the front yard, just because it's in the front yard. we got two kinds of worm castings. We got the Worm Gold Plus, which is really good stuff. And then we have some of Zach's worm castings that actually have eggs in it, which is awesome. We're just gonna top it with this because it's pretty expensive, but it's good stuff.
One last layer of rock dust at least.
Yeah, we could do rock dust. This is the difference with the Worm Gold Plus right here, and this is the worm castings from Zach. So they both look really nice. These are just locally sourced, so I really like the local source. But they're more expensive, which if you get local stuff, it's totally fine to pay a few bucks more. But there they are. Good. Yeah. Okay. Look at these chips. They are so fungal dominated. It's what you get when you get them from a tree trimmer service. All right, so this is it. It's the final product. Now we're gonna clear out the rest of this dirt so the grass can grow around it. But this tree is set up for success. This Royal Poinciana is gonna be gorgeous. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how it looks. We gave it a lot of food and a nice coating of wood chips. A lot of good rock dust in there, mycorrhiza, and a good coating of worm castings. So